Located in Nyakabande Sub-county, about 2 kilometers from Kisoro District headquarters, St. Paul's Secondary School Mutolere, commonly known as Mutolere Boys, admits both O-level and A-level. The school accommodates both boarding and day scholars. The institution began as St. Paul's Junior Seminary under the leadership of Reverend Father George Shindler, with the primary objective of preparing boys for the Catholic priesthood. In 1965, Right Reverend Jean-Marie Ogez, then Bishop of Mbarara Diocese, renamed it St. Paul's Mutolere Senior Secondary School, with Reverend Father John O'Donoghue serving as its first head teacher. At the time, it was the only Catholic-founded senior secondary school serving the entire Greater Kigezi region, which later became districts including Kabale, Kisoro, Rukungiri, Kanungu, Rubanda and Rukiga. Today, the school remains under Catholic foundation and is headed by Charles Mbonye, who is leading a major revival aimed at restoring the institution's historical academic excellence, discipline, and infrastructure. Since 2019, the school has benefited from renewed support from its alumni through the Mutolere Old Students Association, MOSA, led by Daniel Batechereza. The association has spearheaded several development projects, including the establishment of a dairy farm to improve student nutrition and sustainability, installation of solar power systems to reduce electricity costs, renovation of dormitories, and mobilization of resources for infrastructural development. The school has also received international support from the German non-government organization Together for Uganda, which has constructed large clean water storage tanks and supported the restoration of student dormitories. Over the past 7 decades, St. Paul's Mutolere Boys has built a proud legacy of producing distinguished leaders who have served Uganda in public service, the military, the church, and the private sector. Among its notable alumni are former Inspector General of Police General Kale Kaihura, General Kahinda Otafire, Bishop Calistus Rubaramira, James Mutabazi Karorero, the Ants Management at Uganda Prisons Services, John Geoffrey Ainembabazi, Service Commissioner with Public Service, among many others. As the school celebrates 70 years of existence, alumni, staff, and students say the anniversary is not only a celebration of its rich history, but also the beginning of a renewed journey towards making St. Paul's Mutolere Boys one of Uganda's premium centers of academic excellence for generations to come. Head teachers: Father Shindler led St. Paul's Mutolere Seminary from 1956 to December 1964. The school became a secondary school, and the head teachers were as follows: 1965 to 1967, Father John O'Donoghue; 1967 to 1973, Brother John Katanga; 1973-1974, Edward Nyakana; 1974 to 1976, 1974 to 1976, Paul Malisiali. He was no longer a brother and had gotten married. 1976 to 1977, Joram Tibasima; 1977-1980, John Bavuga with the first term; 1980 to 1986, Hakiza Alozias; 1986 to 1996, John Bavuga, second term; 1997 to 2004, Deo Seburimaje Maira; 2004 to 2022, John Kayonde; 2012 to 2017, Amando Ziaremye; 2017 to 2022, Hygiene Beisa; and Charles Mbonye from 2022 to date.